There we
Hello.
go.
Yeah, there really weren't too many
Oh shit. Okay.
big
Oh,
games like this that came out around then.
it
Only
didn't
thing I'd say would be Gears of
say.
War.
But,
Oh
but
yeah,
that was a couple years prior.
Gears of War though. I mean, Gears of War came out in what? Oh seven?
Somewhere around there, if not a little bit earlier. I know the trailer was early. But yeah, there weren't too many like big, big, impressive graphically and gameplay games around that time, except for Gears of War, this one. You know, the ones that really kind of changed the genre. This thing just changed the
Oh
world,
yeah, I
man.
remember like seeing gameplay for this on YouTube back when I was like really just finding out about let's play footage for games.
I don't even know if we'd have ever seen an Assassin's Creed if it wasn't for this.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
no, I mean also yeah, another good example is Assassin's Creed when that came out
Yeah.
in oh 07? Yeah. It was one of the first Xbox 360 titles
Yeah, I mean, and what I mean
along
by
with
that
Halo
is
3.
like a continuation of it, where they were like, "Oh, you know, this works, that works," and then the same thing with The Witcher improving. You know, because
Oh,
this was influential on a lot of stuff,
come
and
on,
it
Jim.
also borrowed heavily
Give
from those
me.
others too. It saw what came before it, improved on it, then they saw what they did with the improvement, and just went back and forth. And you know,
Oh
even
yeah.
today,
I mean, I remember like you can tell like there was like mid Xbox 360 era is when you could tell. I think that would be like 2010 to 2011 is mid Xbox 360 era where they were improving on the graphics because they were getting ready for their next consoles, the Xbox One and the PS4.
yeah.
It's
But you know,
just
there was a lot of really
noticeable.
good early titles too. Like Cameo was a good one.
Oh, by Rare.
Yeah, you
Remember,
know,
boys and girls, Rare used to be a thing too.
yeah, yeah, they did. But you know, there was a lot of good early titles, and then you had, like I said, the flagships like Gears of War. You know, this thing came out and just like it changed the world. Um, you know,
And you just like unlocked a core memory when you said Cameo.
yo, Cameo was awesome.
I remember playing the.
The,
I
rare
remember.
replay.
I remember
And-
playing the demo for that game back in the day.
Yeah,
Like, and then I played it on the 360, and it's like, wait, this is completely different.
yeah, oh yeah. Well, it was an early build of it and stuff. But yeah, that's on that rare replay. That was one of the first Xbox One discs we bought, just because it had a lot of the good ones
Yeah.
on there. Unfortunately, it didn't have the unedited Conquer, but whatever.
Fun game though. I
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed
But
it.
it had Killer Instinct, yo. Woo! You know.
That's still probably
Man.
my favorite.
Man,
What,
that just,
Conquer?
No, Killer Instinct.
Oh yeah, Killer Instinct. Yeah.
man, that just. Oh,
Yeah, see the lighting still. You know, this was back before ray tracing was a thing. You had to cheat on light sources.
well, yeah. Well, mind you, this is like this is the Return to Arkham where they touched up some things. I call it. Some people call it a remaster. I call it HD. It's
Mhm.
basically a high def version. Because if you want an example of a remaster, play Fable Anniversary or Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. Those are remasters.
Yeah. Well, once again, with the lighting, you know, they couldn't go back and put ray tracing in and all that kind of stuff. But it's still, look at that. It's still super impressive.
Oh yeah.
And for being a high con area without HDR, you know, and adjusting those kinds of settings with your white balance and all that stuff, it still comes out. I mean, is that a 4K display?
1080.
Okay. So yeah, you're seeing it in the. What the hell was that? Oh, your light went up. Don't worry about it. Just leave it on.
No, if this no, if this
Kinda
was
off
if, no, no, this game like HD games are meant to be played on 4K TVs.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't know that. for
current
the
standard HD anyway.
Well, like yeah, no, this game was specifically made.
I want him dead. I won't let him live. I gave you dead.
Yeah, like I said, without HDR, all that kind of stuff, back in the day, it still held up, and it still holds up now. It's still fantastic, even with the remaster edition adding some of that stuff in there.
Oh, I forgot this game doesn't have photo mode. That's not until I think Arkham Knight. But yeah, if you can look at like Batman's, like the chest strip again, like we talked about in previous episodes.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, those
It's all
are
impressive.
those are stuff that happens during cutscenes, though. Like, I mean, like what we talked about earlier about, you know, a certain web slinging game where, like, during like the gameplay itself, the suit gets torn up during the gameplay, not just the cutscenes. Like, this is cutscene damage. I
Yeah.
can't imagine what we would get if we were to play a game where, you know, you get in fights and while you're fighting your suit gets dirtied, scratched up, ripped, torn, and then magically gets all better.
Well, some of that's just restrictions of the technology. I'm sure they would have loved to have incorporated that 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever. But, the fact that it's a thing now, and, even seeing damage on this one back then still works.
Oh yeah, no, again, this game came out,
Yeah.
I think, 2000, I want to say it was 2009, 2010. I can't remember. But anyway, I mean, hell, they already, when this game was being worked on and almost finished, they were already already slowly working. I mean, Arkham City was in pre-production.
Well, sure. Although you can never bet that it's going to be the hit that you want, because a lot of previous Batman games sucked, and the hell, anybody's releases are always winners. But you do it right,
I mean, hell, I remember during watching the video game awards.
Must be having a different effect on
well, no, it wasn't the video game
Plants are
awards. It was like a
growing.
video game.
They'll
It's
soon
like a
be out of
video
control.
game awards, except they were talking about new titles coming out. It was on Spike TV, and I remember when they were showing that very first trailer of
Looks like the
Arkham
plants are
City, where it
mutating
just shows
further.
like a camera pan through Arkham City, and then you see Harley Quinn attending to a sickly Joker.
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah,
remember that.
when he was
yeah.
sitting in the
That
chair and stuff.
pod
Yeah.
appears to
Yeah,
contain
and
similar
I'm gonna
spores
actually
to
show
the
a
ones
little
Ivy
quick
used to attack Gotham last
clip
year.
of that
They're
trailer,
deadly.
because that trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh no, oh yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
But yeah,
Well, you got to think around this time though too. Within what, a couple years, you had, as far as what I was saying is like, is this going to be a hit? Is it not going to work?
This was around the same
Either
time.
genre or license specific. But here in a couple years, freaking Naughty Dog comes out of nowhere and releases The Last of Us, and then nobody knew what the hell to do with that.
oh yeah, The Last of Us came out in 2013, the same year. I think a few months. Oh shit! Forgot about these little fuckers.
Really that old?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's 10
comes out,
years.
nobody-
It's 10 years old, and like,
Like, is this a movie? Is this a video game?
I mean,
they were
hell.
talking about putting it up for an Oscar and stuff for writing and everything.
Hell,
because,
I mean-
oh yeah, they had no idea how to award it, and you ran into the same problem with this one because of how well it was done. You had the voice cast coming back in. You had phenomenal writing. This game, like I said, changed the world in a lot of ways. It's like, oh, you can make some of these silly. Well, you got to think about some of the comic book movies. You only had a couple standout. I mean, video games. You only had a couple standouts. Spider-Man 2, the PS2 and the Xbox.
oh, don't forget the Incredible Hulk game for the original Xbox, based off the movie.
It played great. It just was silly, but Deadpool was the only one that actually hit all the marks because.
Oh
it
yeah,
was,
the Deadpool video
out of the-
game.
yeah, because it was out. It wasn't trying to take itself seriously, but none of them really worked very well because they weren't very good representations of the character.
I
And
mean,
then this
the
one comes
Deadpool-
around and changes all that.
Oh yeah, no, I think this honestly, this game itself really showed that, hey, we not only can we do comic book movies, but we can do comic book games,
Yeah,
and
do
not
them
and not
well.
and not base this is not based off anything in particular.
Nope, just the characters.
This is the Arkhamverse. This is his own universe.
Yeah, which is what I'm
just,
getting
just
at.
like just like Insomniac Spider-Man, that it's his own universe.
Yep, and it does it well. And that's
Granted,
all-
granted, it made 2 Easter eggs in the Spider-Man game, the Spider-Man movie, Into the Spider-Verse.
yeah,
Which was great.
yeah,
Because there's that scene where it shows Genki playing the PS4 Spider-Man game,
yeah. Well,
and
and then
then we see PS4 Spider-Man.
yeah. You guys talk about video games. I like video games.
Like, someone talking to me, it's like, again, if done right, and this is just a thing in general about a lot of stuff turned into books, video games, whatever. Just know that if someone's gonna turn a video game into a movie, just know it's not going to be exactly like the video game. Because if it's going to be the video game, you might as well just play the video game at that point.
Yeah.
It's what I said is what me and a friend talked about when we did a review for the Last of Us TV show. It's an adaptation. Yes, they are going to deviate from the original source material, but if they're still the elements of the original source material, it'll still most likely worth watching, playing, or
Walking
reading.
Dead's a good example. The Flash.
Yeah,
You know,
no.
they just take their thing and go with it. And you know, I'm all for all deviations and interpretations if they're done well. The problem is most people don't get the core of it right, and that's where this one, you know, this game here really knocked it out of the park because it took like the best of the animated series. It took the best of
Oh yeah,
like the Frank Miller Batman. It took the best of the campy comic book stuff. You know, like I said, the animated series, all that good stuff. Put it all together. Went in their own separate direction with it, and you had nods here, you had nods there. You know, the last Arkham series of the Shadow of the Bat. You know, all that stuff. Put it together, and this is what came out of it. And
hell, Arkham Knight references the Killing Joke during when Batman, you know, starts to go a little stir crazy because he has a little bit of Joker's blood in him.
You know, it's all good, you know, and that's what I'm saying. You take the best of all that stuff and you put it together, and you understand the core characters, even the weird side ones that nobody's ever heard of. It all works.
Ew.
Rat.
Ew.
Rat.
God, jeez.
Bite mark out of it.
So I know this game is. Oh, did I get this one earlier? Oh shit!
Well,
wrong button. I stepped backwards. We're trying to. Okay.
Right. These wasn't severe fall damage.
Oh, I already got. Wait, did I already? Oh.
Sam just messaged me. She
I
did with the event, went over to a friend's house, and I guess they're letting her play Spider-Man 2, and she's like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "I told you, I tell you." Yeah.
Ooh, why I oughta?
Yep. Well.
Man.
Yeah, you gotta actually experience it, man. It's great.
No, I can't wait to get PS. Oh, that's where I go. I can't wait to get a PS5. Like, I get why. Oh, so it's one thing I've noticed. So if you have an original Xbox One and you have Game Pass, what they will do, because Xbox Game Pass is just a thing in general now. So for example, I have Xbox Game Pass, and they just put the Dead Space reboot remake on Game Pass.
Or did they?
So if you have an Xbox One, you can play it on cloud gaming, and you can install it on your Xbox Series. But if you play it on the Xbox One, you can still play it on cloud gaming. You just can't install it because it's not meant to. It's technically not meant to be played on.
Yeah,
Xbox
I was going to
One.
ask you how that's working, because you said you had Starfield working just fine and some of these others. And
Well,
no problem.
so here's the thing. I played Gotham Knights, but the thing with cloud gaming, it's still in beta. But here's the thing: I can play it on cloud gaming, but the thing is, there'll be a wait time saying your game will start soon. It's just so many people are on playing this particular game. So if I had an Xbox Series, I can install it and not have to deal with the wait time.
All right. Now, how's the frame rate? Is it comparable to?
It's just like if I was playing on an Xbox Series.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Well, because the thing is, the cloud gaming Game Pass, it just sees it as, oh, you have Game Pass, you have cloud gaming. You know, there's really no difference. So I give it like, I'm still waiting for Baldur's Gate 3 to come on for the Xbox, just the series.
Well,
but I know they're
another reason to get a PS5, yo. That is.
I know the issue is because it's the Xbox can't handle it right now because there's this thing and this thing going on. Just say it's not going to come out for the original Xbox, and we'll be happy. I mean, for the Xbox Series, and we'll be happy.
Okay. Oh, you got that one to work? Okay. Yeah, we're having lighting problems. For some reason, his lamp sucks.
Well, you told me to quit messing with it, so that's why I stopped.
Okay.
But no.
I think the bulb was just kind of got a little loose.
That's all right. We'll have to put an LED one in that one.
No.
Yes.
No.
Zip.
Are we having technical difficulties, gentlemen?
Well, yeah, with the light. That's all right.
But no, I mean.
No, it's just hot there. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, I have to go get my. Well, good thing I got a proton pack behind me, so that's all good.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about the Riddler trophies. I did them. Well, technically, I did get the Riddler trophies years ago when I
Well, should be
had.
attached to your gamer tag then?
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, no. It's an achievement I already got. I think it was for either the 360. No, it was the Xbox One version. Because I remember looking on my phone on Google at the time to find out where all the hell the fuck shit
Ugh.
those things were. It's like Arkham City. I mean Arkham Asylum. Easy. You kind of know where they're at. Arkham Knight. Oh, you want to find this Riddler trophy? Well, you have to find this one guy who's highlighted green, and he'll show you where all the other ones. Oh, or Arkham Knight. Well, fuck you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Night was terrible.
There was a lot of them. I believe it or not, Asylum was the one I had difficulty finding the trophies for. City
All that
wasn't
matters.
as bad.
Well, not to
Stop the
mention
plans
we have to
sticking
play
with
as
the island,
Catwoman as
but-
well.
There's
Because she
Yeah.
has her
but,
own
isn't there?
trophies you have to
Where
get.
do you keep Killer Croc?
Yeah, that was
I
probably
found
the
a
more
door in the
annoying part.
sewers
But
with a seal
Arkham
and
Knight,
shit.
actually, I didn't
That
have
monster's got
any
his
trouble
own special
tracking
cell.
them all
It's right
down.
below the transfer room back in intensive
The car
treatment.
helped out
Elevator goes
tremendously,
right
right?
down to an old suit.
Sure.
Oh yeah, well yeah,
Drop
because
down
you had to
and
use a
lay yourself.
Batmobile to
Try
get some of those
forget
fucking
about it.
trophies.
It's
Yeah,
locked off.
those
Yeah.
parts were
More
fun.
security than the Joker. You
Also,
won't get in without
I
the
really
warden's
liked
permission.
being able to
Thanks.
do some of those race challenges. And
Oh, the
like,
Riddler.
yeah, but doing like the dock one and driving the old Adam West Batmobile and stuff. That the stage setup for that was fantastic.
Oh,
Man, okay, just turn on the other light and face it the other way.
did you know that they just released a DLC skin, a new DLC skin for Robert Pattinson's Batsuit? Just
No,
recently.
actually, I didn't.
It was kind of teased, and some people saw it, but yeah, as the final Batman Arkham Knight DLC, I don't know if it's still there or it was just a one-time thing, but you can you can get Robert Pattinson's Batsuit from the Batman movie.
I'll have to take a look at that.
I don't
didn't
know.
hear or
I
see-
don't know if it's still there or they removed it. Again, it was I don't know I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it was leaked. I don't know if it was a mod. But-
Might have been a mod. One way or the other, it'd be worth finding out. That's a pretty cool suit. Yeah.
It's like 8 years, and
Zippy,
to
zip,
think,
zip.
and to think, Arkham Knight came out 8 years ago.
Yep. That's
God.
hard to believe too.
Yeah, because I think what was it, 25th?
It was a while back.
It was
That
20.
intro really
it
messed
was,
me up.
It was 20. I think it was 20. Oh God, it was a year. It was right around the time the Xbox. No, it was around the time they were. Yeah, I think it was 2015.
That's not right.
Yeah, it was 2015. God damn, that long though.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
like seeing announcement trailers for it and everything.
I think we played it on Jim's PS4.
No,
No? Was it the one?
I don't know what you did, but I played it on the one.
Okay. I'm just trying to remember because I know that intro. I was like, oh, man. Yeah, see, look at the rain effects in this. Everything getting wet. Still, yeah, no, I know. Like I said, it's the updated, but it's still impressive that it even looked as good as it did back in the day with all the rain. You know, because
Yeah.
that particle stuff is a pain in the ass.
Also, I did enjoy playing Gotham Knights, despite it having its issue. Like I had no issue at all with Gotham Knights. The only thing is, I wish that it could have done better.
I don't know. I didn't touch it. I know. I certainly wasn't gonna.
It's on Game Pass, so you can play it for free basically.
And
Yeah.
it's not in the same universe, right?
No, it's not in the oh shit.
I remember seeing like that Nightfall Protocol thing happening in the trailers or whatever, and it's like, is this supposed to be attached to that? It didn't look. It was like kind of up in the air, so I was kind of curious about that.
Get him! Look at that.
Yeah, no, it's not in the same universe. People were like, no, it's being made by a different company. The one game I'm really looking forward to, but I'm curious how they're going to do it, and it's going to be like, it's going to have that Gotham Knights aspect where you can play by yourself and the rest are NPCs. is the Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. I have not.
I don't know. I like that one trailer. I don't know about.
I've seen gameplay, and it's Kevin Conroy's last.
Yeah,
that was his last
I don't
role.
know.
It's and I would get it just because of that.
It also takes place in the Arkham universe years after Arkham Knight. So I'm just like, I wonder if like Batman came out of retirement or something, or
it's a new one or something. Who knows?
It is Batman, because during one of the trailers, Harley Quinn calls Batman Bruce.
Okay, I didn't know.
And it also shows Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad. It shows them in those patient long, like the dollies that they put patients on.
Yeah.
It shows them on those things at Arkham Asylum. So I'm kind of curious, but I haven't seen anything. Like, I haven't seen anything or updates for that. Like, it's been months since I've seen anything for that game.
I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing at this point.
Who knows? Oh, and there's a fucking sniper.
I'd be curious if they touch upon the Nightmare Batman at all.
Oh, the PSVR one they did a while back.
No, not that one. No, that was cool. Did you complete everything in Arkham Knight?
Oh, I did not know. All right.
So at the end, if you completed everything and then you did Nightfall.
I did. Like, I completed enough to get like the one ending. But I know if you get 100%, you have to find all the firefighters. You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to find a goat, kiss someone's ass, shake a baby.
Yeah, pretty much make sure Gotham is completely taken care of. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen. Yeah, I saw that ending on YouTube years ago.
Okay. Yeah, that I'd be curious to see if they touch on at all. It's supposed to be in the same universe.
I don't know, and I know a lot of people were mad that they changed Deadshot's skin tone to match the Will Smith one from the Suicide Squad movie.
Who cares?
It's just like, if that's gonna be your main right, touch grass.
I'm seeing seismic activity.
Yeah, that's not that big of a deal. Actually, changing skin tone's fine. I had a bigger issue, say, with Spider-Man when they changed how he looked. I thought he was fine as he was.
So I was looking more into it. They got another person. They didn't. I'm not sure what the issue was. All I know is they chose a different guy to be him instead of bringing back the other guy. Mary Jane's face model is still the same.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's different.
Oh,
that's not the same at all.
It's
the only one that stayed even remotely close to the same as Aunt May.
And Miles.
Miles has got a slight update from the.
But
he at least looks like he's older.
He looks a little bit older. But yeah, even Martin Lee, everybody got updated, but MJ and Peter totally got changed.
Am I in the thing yet? I don't know.
That's a big ass air vent.
Yeah.
Jeez. Are we okay?
We gotta get all that air through.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh crap! Yep, I can't be on these now. I wonder if this works. Let's test it out. And I love the look on their faces.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Especially like I think the one detail I like, especially the ones who have like been lobotomized, they had like their head cut out around the stitches.
Oh yeah, you see all the scarring and stuff. It's awesome. Kick that bit.
Oh. You think they would have heard that? Oh, I didn't even.
Oh, you didn't take him down?
No.
Oh,
Shit. I have to like get. And I like how you can like break through the glass too.
Yeah, there was some. Like I said, man, there were some great groundbreaking mechanics. You know, another one that actually kind of did that with the stealth and takedown stuff and everything. I'd say the first two in the series, it was Splinter Cell.
Oh yeah.
That added some of these kind of stealth mechanics, and that you didn't have to kill everybody. and actually are rewarded for not doing so. And I'm like I said, we were talking about some of this stuff being genre defining and groundbreaking. Splinter Cell influenced a lot of stuff too. I don't know how much they took from that series for this one, but it just like with all these gadget kills, the stealth stuff, jumping, the different areas, they took the idea and went a different direction. But
fuck, wrong button.
Yep,
Shit.
you're die.
No, I don't want to go up there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good. I forgot though that it's been a hot minute. Like I have another save file where it's like I'm like 84% done. But like I wanted to do this just for, the sake of having content for the channel.
Sure.
I can't wait to go back to playing Spider-Man once I get a PS4 controller, but PS4 controllers are so goddamn expensive for some reason.
I don't know. Yeah, we have 3 of them.
I like
skins on them, the silicone skins, just to help try and protect them. But yeah, they are a little pricey.
I was talking to a used video game store. I was like asking, how much are your guys', PS4 controllers? Oh, we don't have any ones. How much are used ones? Oh, our used ones are about $45.
Better than the 80 for a new.
I know, but PS4 controllers should be the price of a regular new fucking controller. I know that's like a rant, but like, come the fuck on.
Yeah. Well, the one I showed was a PS5 one, but even still, I think we still had what three PS4 ones. Yeah, I think so. I don't know, but I got the pack-in ones and then bought an extra one just to be safe, stick drift and button stickies and shit like that. But yeah, they're with the touchpad, the lights, blah 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 blah.
Well,
blah.
I do like the fact that the PS4 controller, depending on the game you're playing, or sometimes whatever the character you're playing, that like the light will change. Like in Horizon Zero Dawn, your controller will like
oh yeah, there's stuff like different magic being cast, and there's some of the VR games that use the controller.
Oh hell,
you actually have to have a PS4 one because the lights and the.
Oh, and if you use like a licensed PlayStation controller, for example, like when you use Aloy's focus, it'll make the focus noise. But if you're playing it on an off-brand PS4 controller, it won't make that noise.
Yeah, the speaker stuff in Borderlands 2 when it uses it as a mic. That's where you hear the web noises from in Spider-Man and stuff.
No, that's the one. Oh, I love that in Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's one thing with the Xbox stuff that they never did a whole lot with the controllers in that regard. I mean, the chat pads back in the 360 days, and I think there wasn't even an Xbox One.
Oh God, I remember the Xbox 360 chat pads.
There's one floating around here somewhere.
You connect it. You connect it into your Xbox controller port.
Yeah.
The
mic jack.
Yeah, that thing. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought I had one up here.
Patient interview number 1.
So I'm your first items. You know what they say.
Man, I remember like those things didn't sell well, just like the Xbox Kinect.
Oh, you already have.
I'm surprised those didn't sell well. I mean, the Kinect. Yeah, I'm not surprised there.
It was supposed to be like how the PS3 had that the PlayStation 1 for certain games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I've got one somewhere. I was gonna grab it. I've got one for the 360 and for the One. I don't know what the hell happened to it. It's probably in a box somewhere. But yeah, I have a Kinect also for some reason. Was it packing or we get it for free? I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure you went and got it.
Or got it. I got it cheap. I know I didn't buy it outright. And it was like, oh no. I think it was intended to use for Skyrim, but that didn't quite work as well as it could have.
I never heard anything on that.
Yeah, you did your shouts. And it heard you.
Yeah, and for the last, and as of now, we faced our fears for the last time. Face your fears one last time.
Again. Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I had face your fears again, and then this will be face your fears one last time.
What's your fear? Snakes?
Yeah, snakes.
Snakes.
Spiders.
Ain't nothing wrong with no spiders.
Hook up with relatives before you're transferred out here. Okay, I know we're supposed to get that. Come on.
Did anyone catch the game last night?
Oh yeah.
Creative worms.
Yep. I remember when this first happened. I remember seeing a lot of people freaked out that thinking their game crashed.
Well, it looks like it.
I think that was just kind of a developer's like, I wonder if. So here's the thing: for the last Scarecrow fight, what should we do? Well, how about we make the screen glitch to think that their game has crashed? Yes, let's do that.
Oh, sure.
I mean,
Well,
what's worse? What was worse for an
It's also there's a fear that my shit broke. You know.
Oh God, I remember when the original Xbox 360 came out. Like when people bought it for the first time. Remember the Red Ring of Death?
I went through 3 decks before I got a stable one, and then bought the Elite after that. And
That's what my mom did. Eventually, we got the Elite.
it wasn't much better, but it at least worked.
I like how you can play as the Joker, just briefly.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And then we got the DLC where you could play as Joker in like the Rumble fights. There was
combat.
Oh yeah. Okay, I thought you were talking about Mortal Kombat versus DC.
No, there was that too, but no, I was just talking about him added in, which didn't make a lot of sense.
I would have rather had Ash than Joker.
Yeah, same thing.
I mean, well, by the way, I haven't seen any people play that Evil Dead game that's supposed to be like Dead by Daylight, the Friday the 13th, Killer Clowns, and the
Okay, it's a real quick single-player component, which I'm glad they at least have. It's fun. It has a lot of references. If you're a Deadite, you'll love it. If you're not,
But you know what I'm talking about. It's where you can play that game, that survival game where you can play with your friends.
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah. Like I said, it does have a single-player component. It's brief, but you get an idea of what the gameplay is all about. It is fun. There are some jump scare moments in it. But it just ran out of steam real fast.
I mean, and I also haven't seen anything for that Killer Clowns one.
That's not out yet, but we'll see.
I mean, it all started with the Friday the 13th, and then Dead by Daylight seems to be kind of...
Well, you got to think there was Evolve before that for the asymmetrical stuff.
Yeah, and you got to think Dead by Daylight is probably the number one.
Well,
Use the middle stick to
and
dodge
for
the
good
Joker's
reason.
gunfire.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Evolve
I will say
should have
for
been.
what I played with Dead by Daylight that I never really got bored of it. Because you have such a large variety of characters, you'll never know who you run into until you get into the match. So it's not like you can really strategize about that. And some of them, still can legitimately get a jump scare on you. Like
there we go.
Michael Myers does a fantastic job if you play him right, because he can see you from across the map and line himself up to get you. And
there was Freddy for a hot minute.
Yeah.
No, it's been good. That asymmetrical format's awesome. I'd like to see some of the superhero ones done like that. But, like I said, Evolve was one of the first ones. They just had a really poor model on how they decided to present the game with all that pay for bullshit and everything like that. Friday the 13th would have been king had they not run into legal problems.
Oh yeah. I remember the Friday the 13th game. There was a legal battle between two of the creators of the movie.
Yeah, well, it's that Sean Cunningham. We don't want to get into that. That's a sore spot for us horror guys. Predator Hunt did what it needed to for a while. There's just none of them really work. But the Evil Dead game's fun. At least if you can get it cheap or free, that single player part of it's worth.
Oh yeah,
getting.
no, and also I know the
big ass Scarecrow.
I know the Texas Chainsaw game is free to play on Game Pass as well.
I am just anywhere after so many of them.
Check it out. All right, from what I've
No
seen,
Killer Clowns, man.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised they did one for Killer Clowns, despite it being a really bad, cheesy beat.
You better watch what you say, sir.
I'm not like harping on it. I'm just saying it's so bad it's good.
I'll go get my popcorn gun, goddammit, or the cotton candy gun.
Oh yeah, at Spirit Halloween as one of the Halloween decorations, it's the cotton candy cocoon.
Yeah, it's the little one, but that's all right. You can get a 2-footer. Brandon and I have been looking into some of that stuff.
I'm
For-
kind
for a-
of curious how the Killer Clowns game is gonna work though. Like, are you just running and hiding, or do you actually get to like use a weapon to shoot them in the nose and they blow up?
Well, I don't know if you've seen the gameplay stuff at all, because they did
I've seen bits and pieces. Again, it's one of those games like, okay, well, is
so
it,
I will.
is it
sorry,
gonna
go ahead.
is it one of those games where is it gonna? Because I know a lot of games like that, people get bored of real quick, and the next thing you know, you hop on and you see no one playing it.
Yeah,
That's probably what's going to end up happening.
I will say, like the Ghostbusters one, since Killer Clowns I think is got Ilphonic attached to it. The Ghostbusters one is definitely a step in the right direction. That was good. I like that you can play that by yourself. Definitely more support to that than Predator was getting. But with Killer Clowns, it looks like it's another step in the right direction, at least from what I see. So it looks like as survivors, you can fight the clowns because you see like a officer shoot one of the clown noses.
Okay.
It's
Killer
a combination of that for hiding. And then as far as the clowns, it's just, hunting people. So it looks like you have some offense.
You know what game I would love to see be made, but I don't know if Troma will ever allow it? I would love to see a Toxic Avenger video game.
Okay, well, with the new movie coming out, it's entirely possible.
With Peter...
Yeah, well, we'll see.
you got Elijah Wood coming out here looking like fucking Penguin from the 92 Batman.
That coming out that might generate interest. And Troma has licensed that property before. There's been Toxic Avenger video games, so...
Oh, there has. Oh, I would like to see one like... I mean, we're getting that RoboCop video game soon, too.
Look forward to that one for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I commend them for finding an actor to sound like the guy who played as RoboCop back in the 80s.
Peter Weller. Let's fuck Rue Banzai, man. Come on.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Yeah,
I've seen the first one, and there's a sequel, right?
There's 2 sequels. And
then
then a
there's
TV series.
the animated series.
Well, and the live-action TV series of Delta City crimes and all that stuff. Yeah.
I will say this. I kind of did like the reboot they made a few years ago.
It's all right. You're young. It's okay.
Well, I mean, I will. The one thing I will say I liked about it is they had Gary Oldman in it. They have the guy who played as Rorschach.
Yeah, Jackie Earl Haley.
And they also the guy who played as RoboCop himself. He was
Keep hiding, Batman.
played both Suicide Squad. Rick Flag.
Yeah, it just fell flat.
I mean, like those are like the actors gave it their all.
Yeah, it was just they missed the point of the first one, and it was also a product of its time. But
Well, I mean,
I wasn't a big fan of it.
Well, this is around the time when they were making, literally figuring out, okay, what classic 80s movie could we bring into the modern era? We had Judge Dredd, known as Dredd. We had Total Recall as Recall. We had RoboCop was still RoboCop.
Yep.
But you know the ironic thing is?
Piranha.
Okay, I like Piranha 3. I like Piranha 3D. Fucking hate the sequel. It's just like wasn't fucking necessary.
No, money talks though.
It's like, hey, this one did well. Let's make another one, but make it more,
It's the Hollywood machine, man.
Let's pull a Friday the 13th. I'm not sure which Friday the 13th, but let's pull a Friday the 13th where it's just nothing but ass and tits.
Well, that's been a thing already.
I mean, again. Oh, you didn't see me.
Man, I was gonna say he almost saw you on that one.
Oh, I did it literally when I had my friend Beck on. I literally did a fucking Homer scream when he caught me.
Springy fingers.
Yeah.
What are you,
Get you.
Batman?
Come on. Fuck you, don't see me. God damn, I forgot how much of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, the pacing and the timing on it.
I mean, hell, his character, and look how much his character design changed in Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Like,
So badass looking, man.
like, we're gonna deviate from them looking like comic book characters to let's make them look as realistic as we can. I'm gonna say Arkham Knight felt like watching a movie.
Yeah.
The Arkham City and Arkham Asylum felt like reading a comic book.
I guess I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Your fears, Batman.
You're definitely written as such, you know, more cinematic on the latter ones, and then, you know, more comic book, you know, kind of over the top hyper realism. So yeah, I'd agree with that. That makes sense.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I wasn't good earlier. Up we go. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Ah, fuck!
Yep.
I wasn't expecting
Smashy,
to turn around.
smashy.
I wasn't expecting him to hide from Scarecrow's gaze to avoid getting caught. No, and his voice changed too. The voice actor. I recognize the voice. The only reason why I recognize his voice is because that same actor, he played as a character in the Xbox 360 game LA Noire. Speaking of
that game was ahead of itself.
Speaking of another underrated game, LA Noire.
Yeah. Yep.
I do like the fact that all the all the characters, the face models were so well done. They not only had like the actors voice them, but they had them mocap them too. Like you.
Oh yeah, it was all great.
And it was that was the later on 360 game. The details.
Who was it? Not Lionhead. Who the hell was it? David Tui's studio. The ones that did the Riddick games and stuff. They started developing that technology with the real mapping, taking an image and mapping it to the mesh.
Oh, like what they did.
Riddick looked like Vin Diesel and all that kind of stuff.
With Escape from Butcher Bay and Assault on Dark Athena.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, they were the ones that helped start really popularizing that technology back then, and then that's why LA Noire looked so good. And I
would have loved to seen an LA Noire game take place in like the 70s.
It was too damn expensive for such a little return on it. That kind of tanked the studio for a while. There was a really cool YouTube documentary on it because it's like it was ahead of its time. They put Hollywood big budget production money into it and didn't get much back.
Really ahead of its time though.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like, you gonna do it this time? Is he gonna do it?
Maybe.
Want to bet on it?
Don't bet on it. Don't bet on it.
Yeah, don't bet on it. Don't. Yeah, it's a sucker's bet. It's wait.
Fuck you guys.
Puzzles and pacing and timing are not his friend.
Okay.
Yay!
Wait for you to turn. Wait for you to turn. you know what? Another game I would have loved to seen, and it's a game I want to talk about because you know we don't do the was it worth making? What are your thoughts? I would like to talk about would have it been worth making. Star Wars 1313, basically, as I call it, the Uncharted of Star Wars.
Oh, the one that they started and then dropped like a hot potato?
Oh, well, it was around like, there's like a 6-7 minute gameplay trailer on YouTube.
That's the one where they're going down that tunnel, right?
Yeah,
the vertical one.
I literally call it the Uncharted of Star Wars because that's what it looked like. It was for the PS3. It was around the time they were getting ready. This is before, you know, George Lucas sold his rights and people started blaming Kathleen Kennedy.
Before the dark times. Before the Mouse Empire, yeah.
Before Kathleen Kennedy. Here's the thing. Kathleen Kennedy has jack shit to fucking do with Star Wars. She just helps run LucasArts and that's it. She doesn't have any creative control of who's directing who, what comes out, how it's made.
There was some debate on that early on because of the way the contract was for the first year or so. I don't know. All those behind closed door deals, nobody's ever going to know the details, and everybody's easy to blame. You could blame Filoni, even though he's made it better. You could blame Favreau. You could blame George. It doesn't really matter.
But here's the thing, though. Like, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni still, like, talk to George Lucas, like, hey, we want your input on this. What can we do?
Yeah, but the ultimate decision's made by the mouse, so that's what I'm getting at. Some of those backdoor deals or behind closed doors, there's details on that. Nobody will ever really know who's doing what. It's the one that makes the decisions is the dollar.
Right.
Fuck him up. Beat him.
Yeah, I mean, he's taken so much that it's enough to make 10 men crazy.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, he's gonna lose his mind. No.
Also, I will say I did like the new Mortal Kombat game. I haven't played it, but I liked it. I will say one thing, it should have been made for the Switch. Have you guys seen the footage of what it looks like on the Nintendo Switch?
No, I can't.
The Nintendo Switch port looks so bad. It should have been.
It's very, very limited. What it does, well, it does extremely
It's
well.
not. It's not. It's not meant for games with those kind of graphics.
No.
Leave it. You know, stick. You know, stick to what. I'm not bashing Nintendo, but it's just porting certain games to.
I'm surprised Diablo 3 played as well as it did, and then I guess Doom does all right, but I don't really.
But you also got to remember. You also got to
kind of
remember.
Pokemon and
You got to also got to remember that the Nintendo Switch is way older than. It's older than. It came. The Nintendo Switch came out a year or two after the PS. The Xbox One and
yeah, and it was already
PS4.
like a 7-year-old chipset at that time.
And it's older. It's older than the new consoles now.
Yeah,
But they're still releasing games.
Motorola chipset.
But the thing
Typo,
is,
something or other. I can't remember.
but the thing is, Nintendo likes to wait a while with releasing consoles.
Well, I just want to make sure they're solid, except for the disastrous Wii U.
Talk about the Wii U.
Nah, there was
Was it
some.
Masters?
Yeah,
I mean, the
there was
Wii U, the Wii U wasn't bad. Then we got what was it? Oh yeah, no, yeah, the Nintendo Wii U.
Yeah, which they should have focused on that more than all of a sudden dropping that and bringing the Switch up. But, you know, whatever.
Well,
like I said, the Switch
with,
was.
with the Nintendo's. I mean, there's a reason Xbox will never have handheld consoles. I'm sorry, but
It's a loss leader, man.
I mean, look what happened to the PlayStation, the PSP, and the PS Vita.
It's a loss leader. They do it just to garner parts of the market and then take their loss.
And Nintendo
Pull
knows
his head right in the bars.
you've ingested enough toxins to drive 10 men insane. What are you?
Well, since we're talking about portables, I think the only one that would be
I'm Batman.
worth it would be like a Steam with doing the Steam Deck, because that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just to carry over all of the games from that to make it portable. That's a great idea.